Alright, babies. Today's video is cry during training and laugh in battle. It's a sumo thing to say. For those of you who don't know how sumo, Rikishi and wrestlers train, they wake up every day by like 4 o'clock in the morning. They do 1 hour stomps, they do 1 hour warm-ups, they do 1 hour warm-ups, 1 hour stomps, and they do pushing exercises where they push each other left and right. They kind of do like 4 hours of hardcore, just kind of like just sweat and get exhausted. And then after that, I think they do 3 to 4 hours until like 12 o'clock of actual wrestling and technique. And their motto is cry during training and laugh in battle, which connects me to another Japanese saying that is, or Zen saying, it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. Now keep in mind the past 2 months for me have been kind of like very relinquishing. There's a surrender / giving up approach to everything that's been around me. There has been a normalization of a lot of things that I didn't care for. And over the course of the past 2 weeks, a new form of resolve is kind of like showing up with me. So this quote is kind of like touching close to heart, right? But cry during training and laugh in battle. The idea is the Spartans used to have a saying where they looked forward to war because they wouldn't have to train when they're in war. And this same thought process kind of comes to me. What can I do so my training is so brutal, or at the very least that my whatever I'm doing, and again, like when you're thinking training, it's not a physical thing, is it? No, training is any form of action that is in preparation for something. Studying is basically training. Working is training. Planning is training. Adjusting, preparing, growth. All of these are kind of like the requirement is for the activities that are so strenuous over on your psyche, on your spirit, on your soul, on your body, on your heart, on your emotions, on your feelings. They're so strenuous to a point where when the time comes for you to actually like perform that activity, that action, because of all the training that you've done, the performance is kind of like very casual, relaxed, and I don't know, intuitive. So I'm not sure. I feel like it's the rite of passage. When I was learning to code, I was very frustrated all the fucking time. I actually still cry every once in a while. I think 2 days ago I cried for a bit. Last month I cried for like 4 or 5 days straight. Like all I did was kind of like allow emotions to leave me. And a big part of me refers to training on its own as a battle. But ultimately it's not the battle that makes the difference, right? It's just like training is a mock battle, right? Writing code is a mock battle. Making these videos are mock battles for me publicly speaking or publicly teaching or publicly exploring. Are like many personal discoveries of your own kind of like identity. Are a hardcore face-to-face between you and your mind. And like what your mind is actually like trying to connect with. Because ultimately your mind has been absorbing from the outside world a whole lot of shit that has allowed you to get to this point. And it's that conversation between you and that mind of yours that consistently shapes your position, shapes the position you're in. And so when you're training effectively, for example, like one of the things I was thinking about today or over the past week is like the mental resolve. I wrote that as a question. It's like, are you not done? Like, are you not done? Just kind of like, it's just, are you not done feeling stuff? Are you not done exploring these feelings? And right now, I'm reminded of a conversation I had with a person that used to be my friend. The conversation was simple. She was bragging about how comfortable she's become with her therapist. And for me, anytime you're comfortable with something, that's a sign you should kind of like stop. And so the idea was literally this. Some people dive because they enjoy diving. Other people dive because they look for treasure. And some people dive just because they want to talk about it. And then I looked at her and I was like, why are you going to therapy? She was like, are you trying to resolve something, or are you just enjoying the fact that you're at therapy, right? So, yeah, at one point, man, I just became like looking for the next feeling, looking for the next emotion. And whatever training or whatever I was doing, it wasn't labeled as hard or tough or any of that stuff. But it lost the element of direction that we normally would actually have. So when you're preparing, when you're working on something, you should know damn right that if it's not frustrating the fuck out of you, there's kind of no point to do it. And I feel there are two layers of this. You've established a flow in it, which allows for your mind to process, and it's a meditative state. It's fucking welcome. That's exactly what you want. Or you're building towards a flow, which is frustrating as fuck. And the comfort zone is in between. Because the minute you're comfortable, that's when your brain kind of goes like, but you don't have to do, we did it yesterday, should we do it today? So in a way, you need to chase after those, like, what the fuck did I do to myself? What am I doing to myself? And when you ask that question, you kind of realize, like, am I doing it for this goal or am I not? Maybe that's just me because I'm kind of like, I've been yelled at most of my life. So I'm used to that harsh approach. Where it's like, why the fuck am I doing this? That's my vision. Okay, it's worth it. That's my image. It's worth it. That's like the mission that I'm trying to like work around. It's worth it. If it's not strenuous, that means you're not really involved. And that means you're not really involved, and it's a partial involvement, because ultimately your involvement with the activity you're doing, with the training you're doing, with the preparation you're doing, is literally between you and your mind. It's a debate between you and your mind, with what you're doing as the point of conversation. And it's not fair to what you're doing and to you. It's literally just you being stuck in limbo. So if it's not frustrating and pushing you beyond anything, and it's making you feel uncomfortable on every different level, or it's just extracting you from yourself and getting you in that flow, it's these two things. If it's not any of these two things, then you're kind of lost on the spectrum. And the only way to get to one side is to extend on the other. Like, the goal is for you to find your frustrating points. Like, this is frustrating for this reason. Then you go and you build around it in order for the frustration to stop being a just cause, right? The goal is always for it to be an expression of who you are, or at the very least, is like, an expression of at best as we can get you to be. Just extracting the most out of you. And that is where the frustrating part, that is where you cry, that is where you're kind of like walking around being like, why am I doing it? Like, I experienced that last week because I'm learning how to edit videos. And the fucked up part about editing videos is just myriad of software that you get to use and the time, and with AI as well, just kind of like, it's supposed to make it simpler, but like, it's just extra. My computer was just very slow, and it was slow simply because like, there's a whole lot of software right now that's trying to do a thing or two. But anyways, cry during training and laugh in battle. As long as you're not in battle with somebody else, you should definitely be pushing beyond what you're comfortable with, getting frustrated, and allowing yourself to feel those emotions, because when it comes time to battle, you can't afford to. And I feel that's basically the core of what sumo wrestlers kind of represent. I love sumo, I love you guys, and hey, talk to you soon, babies.